What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on the video, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86 TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is my email address. And don't forget about our live shows. We live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's get it popping. Let's get into today's video. And today, we got some news from Terence Crawford, and I see through all the fake shit, bro. And that's what makes some of y'all mad, but I'm calling it out and I don't care what you say. Terence Crawford tweeted today. He said, at Errol Spence Jr., I'm ready when you want to spin the block, just giving you a heads up is all. I wink emoji. Again, I'll read it. I got to drink water so I don't start coughing, bro. We getting over a cold. Y'all bear with me. Prayers up for your boy. We getting better, though. He says, at Errol Spence, I'm ready when you want to spin the block. Just giving you a heads up is all. It's so many things wrong with this tweet, bro. So many things wrong with this tweet for those of us that's paying attention. And I'm going to run them down for you. And tell me what lie I tell, bro. Everybody be like, knock out this, knock out that, knock out bias this, he bias this. But then when I be like, where I lie at, bro? They be like, I don't know where you lie. It's the way that you spin the facts, bro. I be like, where I lie at? It ain't that you lied. It's the way that you spin the facts, bro. Yeah, nigga, because I ain't lying. You know this shit the truth. But look, man. Number one, first thing I'm like, damn, that's cool, bud. Why you ain't say that shit in the ring after your fight, though? Errol Spence posted a brand new merchandise, just calling your ass out, letting you know he still won't fight you. On the day of your fight, drop the merch. Limited time merchandise. They back there playing with my dog. If y'all hear him wrestling with some shit, my bad. We got a family over here, and they over there playing with the dog. It's Christmas time. We just working on Christmas. You feel me? So hit the like button. But anyway, bro. Why you ain't say that shit in the ring, bro? That's the first thing that hit my mind. Like, that's some cool shit that you tweeted at him and shit, but why didn't you say that in the ring after you knocked out David Avenisha? Where was it at the end, bro? Because we all know he said he won't spin the block. And he dropped his merch, waiting for your fight. Waiting for the day of your fight, dropped his merch. Hey, man, where you at? Knocking on the door, TC, big fish on the phone, your eyeballs just looking around the goddamn corner. Yeah, I remember that shit. The day of your fight, he dropped that shit. The day of your fight, you didn't say this shit. You instead, this is what, 1, 2, 3. This a whole week later. Didn't you fight on December the 10th or was it December the 17th? No, Frank Martin fought on December 17th. Your ass fought on December the 10th. So a week and a half, 10 days later, you posted this shit when you could have said it for the world to see. At either your fight in the ring or at your post-fight press conference. But I'm supposed to believe you ready for him to spin the block, though. Then let's just go to the shit that's just so insulting to fight fans, right? To Errol Spence Jr. and his team, and Al Heyman and the PBC and Showtime and Steven Espinosa. That's so insulting to Terence Crawford fans, to Errol Spence fans, to all fans, all boxing fans. Let's say the shit that was just so insulting. Just giving you a heads up is all. Oh, now you give heads up. Whether you like me or hate me and you watching this video, which one of y'all had the heads up that Terence Crawford was fighting David Avenisha? Who had a heads up before he announced that shit? When you was negotiating with Al Heyman and Errol Spence, and they asked you, and they asked Terence Crawford, hey, man, where the $50 million coming from, bro? You say you got $50 million for the fight, they're going to pay us $25 million apiece. Where the money coming from? But let's not forget that he also changed up because he went from $25 million when he was talking to Errol, he had $25 million apiece from a hedge fund. But then by the time he talked to Al, it wasn't one, it was like 2 or 3 hedge funds. And they was giving him $20+ million apiece. But, you know, his story changed multiple times, but we just going to rock with the $50 million because that's what y'all want to rock with. Y'all hate when I point out the inconsistencies and the lies that that man be telling, but we going to keep it moving, though, for y'all. we going to keep it moving, right? They asked him, hey, man, where the money coming from? Where the money coming from? He wouldn't tell him where the money come from. Hey, man, I tell you, we got to meet up. I tell you in person. I can't tell you over the phone. But y'all doing everything else over the phone, no, bud. Did you get them a heads up then when they wanted to know where that money was coming from, that fake-ass money that you didn't really have? Cause remember that same hedge fund, they didn't put no money up for you to get a better opponent than David Avenesian? Or what? They just was only willing to pay for the Errol fight. They wouldn't pay you $20 million for, like, I don't know, a Boots Ennis fight or a Virgil Ortiz fight or something, bro. You didn't even try to make no other fight. But anyway, bro, did you give them a heads up when they asked you about where the money was coming from? But now you giving heads up. It's crazy how sometimes people give you a heads up for the wrong shit. Excuse me 1 minute, gotta take a sip of water. You know what I'm saying? Get the water right. Y'all bear with me, we gonna make it through. So, he giving them a heads up that he ready for him to spin the block. But he wouldn't even need to give him a heads up if he signed to fight him in the first place. If he, excuse me, bro. If he signed to fight him in the first place, wouldn't even be no block spinning needed. Wouldn't need to spin no block. Wouldn't need to do none of that shit, bro. None of it. We working, bro. We working. Just stay back, bro, so I can work. Because I'm cooking right now. I'm working. Alright? Wouldn't even need to be none of that, bro. And then here's the main thing. He didn't give him a heads up for the main thing that he should have gave that whole team a heads up for. Well, knockout, what you talking about, bro? He didn't tell them that he was negotiating with BLK Prime in the first place. That's what you give a heads up to. If you want to give a heads up, you let them know, hey, man, I got this other shit over here. He didn't care nothing about giving Errol Spence a heads up, Steven Espinoza a heads up, Al Heyman a heads up. He didn't care about giving them a heads up that he had this other deal in play so that they, I don't know, they could be like, hey, make you a better deal, or say, hey, I'm just going to give you a heads up. I'm going to take this fight. It's easy money over here. I'm going to take this fight. It's easy money over here. So y'all do what y'all got to do, and then we can meet back up. Then maybe Errol can stay active. But see, he don't want Errol to be active. He really looking for a leg up. Bro, like, you got to watch how people move. Because if he had gave them a heads up, then they could have moved in a way to where they could match him. Where they could do certain things to make sure that Errol was on one accord, and then he could be the best version of himself. He's trying to catch Errol at a deficit, bro. Like, it's clear to see if you paying attention. Very clear to see. He ain't interested in giving the man a heads up. In this case, he being bud, bro. That grimy ass, Omaha ass type shit, man. And I know everybody from Omaha ain't like that, but that's where your boy Bud from, so that's what we gonna call it. We're gonna call it Omaha ass shit. Alright? The shit that he should have gave him a heads up for, he ain't give him a heads up. But now you wanna give a man a heads up that you ready for him to spin the block. Because what you really hoping, this is what he really hoping. I'm going to tell y'all what's up, bro. He's hoping that they don't really spin the block. He ain't dumb. He watch everything Errol do. He's hoping, because everyone heard Errol say, yeah, we was going to have a fight announcement, but the accident pushed my fight announcement back, so now it's looking like April, May, or June. So what he's hoping is that Errol and them just go through with their plans. Don't re-enter negotiations with him. Don't say nothing to him. And just go on with their plans to fight whoever they was going to fight in April, May, or June. Then that way, he can have Bernie the boxer and all his little channels and stuff. See, man, Errol ducking Bud, man, he wouldn't even negotiate with him, man. He wouldn't even negotiate with him. Bud said he was ready. Bud said he was ready to spin the block. And Errol said he was going to spin the block. But when Bud was ready, Errol didn't want no smoke. He didn't want no smoke. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. All to distract you from the fact there wouldn't be no block spinning, wouldn't be any needs to give anybody any heads up if you would have just signed to fight him in the first place, bro. That's all you had to do, fam. That's all that man had to do was sign to fight Errol Spence Jr. in the first place. Errol wouldn't have to spin no block. You wouldn't have to give no heads up. If you would have did one or two things, either sign to fight him in the first place or give him a heads up on the shit that you should have gave him a heads up on, and that's you negotiating with BLK Prime. Instead of stalling out. And then making that move, and now what you want? You want all this pressure to be on Errol and them to re-enter negotiations with you? It is what it is, bro. If you missed the boat, you missed the boat. I hope he didn't. Again, I'm looking at the accident that Errol just had. Hopefully it could be a blessing in disguise where that fight announcement we was going to get, that shit don't happen. That shit don't happen, and they do re-enter negotiation with Bud Crawford, because at the end of the day, I want to see that fight bad, bro. So hopefully they re-enter negotiation with him, and they can fight in April, May, and June, whichever one, and instead of whatever Errol had planned, bro, as a backup plan of what Bud, pulled out the fight and ducked him on, bro. But that's what I think of it, man. I think that tweet was very, very, very grimy, bro. It's a grimy-ass thing to do. It's a grimy-ass thing to do if you ain't paying attention that he can get off on you. Because, see, what his fanboys like to do is they'll try to conveniently forget all the shit that happened before that. Like, they won't talk about the fact that, why ain't you say this shit in the ring, bro? You ain't mention that man's name in the ring, but now you want the fight again. Hey, I'm a free agent. I'm this, I'm that, I'm chilling, I'm this. But now you want the fight again. He always want to fight Errol when it look like Errol ain't available, bro. He always want. Remember, he was looking for Errol in the goddamn ocean and shit, man. He was looking at him for the ocean, knowing that he was about to fight Ugas. Errol just said that he had a fight announcement that had to get pushed back because of the car accident. And then a day later, 2 days later, hey, man, I'm ready for you to spin the block. Y'all follow for it if y'all want to, man. I got to go get some more water. I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry for all the coughs. We're getting better. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all know what it is. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Follow me on Twitter, AKO Boxing 86 TV. Live shows every Wednesday and Thursday night. And also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out.